It's been years since I've walked in a forest and seen for real stars. My Ontario has been about cities. I live in downtown Toronto near Kensington Market, hands down my favorite part of the city.
Don't shoot those are dead.
But what about wilderness and what about real quiet? I've been too busy for real quiet. Torontonians love to tell you how busy we are. We're so busy connecting and networking, creating, startupping, dating, socializing, traveling, talking. So much talking. And to be clear, I love to talk. But lately, I've been thinking a lot about urban rage blackouts. A rage blackout is the tender name I've given to anger-induced monologues that are usually spoken at someone or something. My friends have mostly come to enjoy them. The story that I'm going to tell tonight was the first story I ever told on stage, and it was a room that was not as diverse as it is now. It was all of these cool hipsters with beards and flannel. Still have a bit of that, so that's nice. Keeping it traditional. And I was like, what are all these dummies, myself included, doing here to listen to stories? An urban rage blackout is when I feel the squeeze of a city on my soul, when I start to closely notice how much the color gray is surrounding me. To be clear, I love cities, and I always have, but lately I've been needing to escape. No more concrete, no more cars, no more constant refrigerator hum. I mean, why is it always humming? So yesterday, we drove from Toronto to Manitoulin Island. I heard about Manitoulin Island, and even though there are lots of Northerners who will tell me it's not the real North, it seems like a good place to start my search for some big quiet. We left Toronto at about 10, we arrived here at about 3. I don't drive, so the crew just drove me, so it was a really easy trip for me. I just made sandwiches. I needed an introduction, and we had a lot planned to get me familiar with the island. It got me started on this discovery of my home province, and more importantly, it got me north of Bloor. I'm looking to remember the bigness of this place that I live in. I live in Canada. How are you not gonna walk in a forest for years? It's like not drinking water. So is this us going to Manitoulin Island? And we got to cross this 110-year-old bridge. I loved it. Softball tonight, 7 o'clock.
That's right.
Everyone welcome. I had just been living in Costa Rica for 1 year doing my master's at the University for Peace. I was living near the jungle. I was studying with about 90 people from all over the world. We were really changing the world, as you could tell, because things are going so great. To be clear, in the forest, I was isolated. I didn't write it. I had a lot of fun, and I had no sex for a whole year because we were just so stimulated in other ways. But they weren't in our bodies. I actually thought that coming up here I would be more surprised and excited by the landscape. I mean, it's very beautiful, but it's very familiar. Everything about this place is super Ontario to me and super familiar. I'm more surprised when I look at the map of Manitoulin and I'm like, oh, this is an enormous island with all of these lakes. Like, that really impresses me. Because we've been here on such a busy weekend, they've been really, really full. And here you have like Mindemoya Courts, which is this little enclave of sweetness and quiet. I can understand why people would come and spend time. At the Mindemoya Courts, there was this traditional annual softball game that was kind of obligatory. I didn't want the regulars to think I was some kind of an urban asshole, so I forced myself to join in.
Why don't you want to play softball?
I hate sports. Broadly and specifically. I don't like team sports. I don't like competition. I don't like balls flying at my face. I don't like looking dumb. I don't like running in front of people. Base level, I feel like I'll never be loved. Does that answer your question?
Are you guys playing baseball?
I am gonna try and play baseball.
You guys are the Beavers.
And we'll
We're the Beavers.
Whoa.
Is this a good team? Are we on a good team?
Yeah.
Everybody we met at the softball game who'd been coming here for years, some families like 15 years, they come every year, the same week. And there's something really special about that. There's a really nice community that comes together here. Wait, what do I do? You're just gonna have to tell me what to do, friend. Oh God, I do not know the rules of this game.
So, see, that's gonna be me. So how do you actually hit a ball? Like, no, you're not like trying to like wham it.
No.
Woo! No, she's not on my team, but I was just so excited for her. Now it's the spotlight. I can't just like hide waiting for you to do all the work. All right. Oh, what do I run? What? Oh! Am I in or out? I'm okay with that. I ran. What's in that?
So I have a full slate of activities for this weekend. Fishing, hiking, stargazing, a medicine walk. But first, I gotta make it through this softball game.
I'm just standing here not doing anything.